TWF Dynamite or Mike. I, Michael Cole, with Tony Schiavone and with Taz. And today on Dynamite or Mike, we're going to have the TWF 24/7 winnings on stake because Poe beat King Valkyrie while Xia Li was fighting her. And now Poe is now the new TWF 24/7 fighter, Michael Cole says. And I know some folks out there might wonder, how did that happen? Well, to tell you the truth, Tony Schiavone says, you know that Comcast South Poe, somehow, some way, the Comcast DreamWorks South Poe somehow now became the TWF 24/7 fighter. And even though we don't really know how it happened, we know how it happened. But now Poe has to deal with other folks that want to win it. And one of those folks happens to be Xia Li, Tony Schiavone says. I could tell you right now, Michael and Tony, I don't know much about Xia Li except what she did when she was in WWE and what she's doing in TNA these days. But I could tell you what, she had a death hold on the TWF 24/7 winnings, and she's going to get that strap back. And now we're going to go to the ring now, Michael Cole says, and we're going to see if Poe can keep the TWF 24/7 winnings. First off, Poe says, I know some folks out here most likely don't think that it was luck that I won the TWF 24/7 winnings like I did yesterday on NXT. But I'm going to tell you right now, it was not a lie. It wasn't out of luck. I guess some luck had to deal with it. But at the end of the day, I know some folks want my TWF 24/7 winnings, and by all means, I will have to give it to them. So, who wants to come after me for it? Because I'll be ready to take you all down. Yeah, how about you stand up first off? You can't stand up, Poe. And now too, how about you stop lying to everyone, Poe? You don't know no sport fighting craft. You're no sports fighter. I got a sports fighting background. Not you. Yeah, I do, Poe says. If you ever watch any of my films or watch my drawing show, then you would know that I do. Yeah, why don't you just stop kidding around? Give me the TWF 24/7 winnings before I kick your head off, you Comcast DreamWorks self. First off, threatening me isn't going to get you what you want, Poe says. And two, I could always say the same thing about you, former WWE wrestler, now TNA wrestler now. Now TNA still calls their women wrestlers knockouts, I don't know why. Anyway, I'm not frightened of you. So why not? I'm not frightened of you at all. You flaunting on me now, Poe? Shit. Give me back my TWF 24/7 winnings. I want it now. Hold on. Hey, Xia Li, you're not going to go around. You're not going to be going around beating up folks. You alright, Poe? Too deaf. I don't see your name on it, Xia Li. But yeah, since you lost the TWF 24/7 winnings to King Valkyrie, who lost it to Poe, you would make King Valkyrie be the one that should be fighting Poe for the TWF 24/7 winnings instead of you. But hey, I'll be kind enough and I'll be kind enough, and I'll let you, and I'll give you the match here today on Dynamite or Might for the TWF 24/7 winnings. And now I'll make my leave. Well, Michael Cole says you can see how Daniel Bryan, gave Xia Li the match, even though she knocked down Poe by being a bully, being a creep, being a heel. Yeah, Tony Schiavone says Xia Li had been a heel from her whole time in WWE, when she was on NXT, and then on SmackDown, and then on Raw, and then even her time in TNA. I think she's a heel, but I could be wrong about that one, Tony Schiavone says. Hey, I can tell you what, Taz says, I don't really know what Xia Li did. I knew all the cool things she did when she was in WWE, and all the things she's doing when she's in TNA, but I can't really speak about any of that. But I can tell you, she's going to win back the TWF 24/7 winnings from this skilled fighter, sport fighter wannabe Poe, this Comcast DreamWorks self. You know what? You can stop slighting Poe by calling him the DreamWorks Comcast self, Tony Schiavone says. That would be like someone slighting you, Taz, and calling you the former ICCW, former ECW, WWF, WWE, TNA, IWAW wrestler. Yeah, that's what I am. How do you like someone say you like that, Tony Schiavone says. Yeah, Michael Cole says, Taz likes to be a creep. I worked with him for many years. Michael Cole says. So did Jim Ross and Josh Matthews and Kevin Kelly and Joey Styles and Mike Today and Mike Anley and Todd Grisham and Todd Kenny, and Jim Ross and Ed Scully and yourself, Tony Schiavone, so you know how he is. This match is for the TWF 24/7 winnings. First, she is from the Folkreich of Eastland, Xia Li, and he is the TWF 24/7 fighter, Poe. Now, Poe's going to have to get lucky and hit Xia Li. Well, Poe just missed, Michael Cole says, and Xia Li just struck down Poe with her kick. It's that one kick she would do to knock folks out in WWE and TNA, Michael Cole says. But will it be a full knockout, Tony Schiavone says. Will Xia Li win some of her matches? Will she win this match the same way she won some of her matches in WWE and TNA that way, Tony Schiavone says. Well, Taz says she didn't win all her matches in WWE and TNA that way. She won some of them that way. And I think Poe's been knocked funny. I don't think he's been getting up at all. Ding-ding-ding. The Fight Lord, the Fight Lady, the Fight Keeper has yielded this match due to a full knockout, and Poe did not get up by the reckoning of 10. Now, the new TWF 24/7 fighter, Xia Li. Oh, great, Taz says. Now we're going by skilled boxing oversights. About being knocked out and not getting up to 10. Well, first off, Michael Cole said in skilled wrestling, there is the, if you're knocked down, you have to the reckoning of 10 to get up from the ring and get up and prolong the fight. I know very rarely does it happen in skilled wrestling, Michael Cole says, but every once in a while they book a match to be a full knockout. Well, and Xia Li once again is the TWF 24/7 fighter, and now Xia Li hopes to hold on to the TWF 24/7 winnings once again, and hopes that this time will be the longest time, Michael Cole says. Yeah, Tony Schiavone says, somehow Xia Li's beat Poe, and she's now the TWF 24/7 fighter again. Yeah, well, that's good for Xia Li. That's bad for Poe, and for anyone else that wants to come after Xia Li, Taz says. All right, take it away, Renee Young. Thank you, Michael Cole and Tony Schiavone. I'm going to be talking with Xia Li here today on Dynamite or Mike. All right, Xia Li, I know you were the TWF 24/7 fighter again by knocking out Poe, but don't you think that was kind of cheap? About what, Renee Young? Knocking out Xia Li, knocking out Poe? You know, I wouldn't call that a cheap win at all. You know? And now I got my TWF 24/7 winnings back. A strap of winnings I should have not lost in the first stead. So, King Valkyrie and Poe both thought they were so cool and thought they were going to keep it away from me. Well, who is the TWF 24/7 fighter again? Not King Valkyrie, not Poe. And anyone else that wants to come after me for it, I'll knock their head off. You saw what happened to Poe. Yeah, Xia Li, I know all about all the things you did in your time in WWE by knocking folks out with one kick, and what you do in TNA now by knocking out folks with one kick. But I don't know if you should get lucky, because as soon as you win the TWF 24/7 winnings, you could lose it again. And as fast as you want it, you could lose it again as fast too. I don't think so. I think not. Well, that's my talk with Xia Li. You know, alright. That's my talk with Xia Li. Back to you, Michael Cole and Tony Schiavone. Well, thank you, Renee Young, for talking with Xia Li here today on Dynamite or Mike. And that's all the time we've got here. I, Michael Cole, with Tony Schiavone and Taz. We hope you like Dynamite or Mike, and we'll see you tomorrow for Impact or Hit.